Oh, heck of a move. Now some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with Corum. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That's out wide for Palmer.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Play action now. Bridgewater. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Bridgewater to throw it. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have a Bills first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3 and he got 3 barely. But the mark shows first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater.
They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Bridgewater now.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Corum now on 1st and 10.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Bridgewater. This is caught.
And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
1st and goal, Buffalo.
Ridiculous. Take him out. You better than this. Okay. This is like watching hate. I want my money back.
Hard to believe this guy was watching us from his living room last week. Now he's under center here for an NFL team.
And not many teams were in the market to sign him.
Blake Corum.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Broncos nothing.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. A first carry for Tyler Algier.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
One play action. Here's Nix. Now, quick throw there is incomplete.
Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 36. 14 yards that time for number 14.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Off the play fake, Nix. Finds his tight end, Ingram.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up second down.
Gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the Bills' 34.
Throwing Nix. That's thrown underneath to Algier.
And he'll go down at the 28. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Back to the air with Nix. Setting up the screen. Here's Algier.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw. Here's Nix.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. Makes it second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now it's second and 10. Here's Nix.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides through a hole. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Matt Milano with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of them.
A quick throw by Bridgewater, that's complete.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for the first with Corum.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Buffalo.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Bridgewater. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Corum.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Bridgewater.
Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
On the play. And the Bills' 1st down.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
1-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive lineman and tight end.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Blake Corum, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. He's got this to Algier. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk to the 45. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
That's good.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Algier going straight ahead. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
1st down. 1st and 10.
Mims in motion right. To throw is Nix. Gets it underneath. Here's Harvey. And he's got this down to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
But he's certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this 2nd go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
Nix to throw again.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, it's Nix. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Nix to the air. Setting up a screen for Harvey.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
R.J. Harvey,
His second touchdown on the season.
and the Broncos have cut it back within a score.
Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Broncos 10.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Now Bridgewater. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he will find his man on the outside.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Nix looking to throw again.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
On for the extra point is Folk. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. The drive starts with a carry by Corm.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Bridgewater to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing is Bridgewater.
Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Bridgewater now.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
Complete to Brevin Jordan. A gain of 7. First down, Bills.
To throw is Bridgewater.
That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Pass on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will tie things at 17 all. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
At their own 30.
A final shot before break. Nix. A short throw to Ingram.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Broncos offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Across midfield, and he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Well, Stupid Algier.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Now 2nd and 9. Mims in motion right.
At the 34-yard line.
Now it's Nix.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harvey. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Throwing Nix. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel. And he will have the Broncos first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And here's a quick throw out to Mims. They work now on 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bills' 24-yard line.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Algier will try to pick it up.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 3.
Algier Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard. That's all. Down to the 2.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Setting up the screen. Here's Algier. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Evan Ingram, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Broncos take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point up and good by Folk. And they will take a 7-point lead. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. On play action, it's Bridgewater. It's caught by Coleman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 14. And the Bills first down.
They go play action. Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
2nd and 6.
To throw, Bridgewater. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. This now a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Buffalo.
Here's Bridgewater. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Bridgewater's pass.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They run straight ahead with Corum. And a short game down to about the 33. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Bridgewater. That's to the sideline and incomplete. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Harvey to start the drive. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And he is going to lose yardage here.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. To throw, here's Nix. Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gets it underneath. Here's Harvey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And the Broncos get there and take him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Welcome back now to Denver. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. That's complete to Palmer. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third down and 12. That is incomplete. The Bills send the punter out. Standing just outside his own goal line. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Oh, no, he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Brings up third and 6.
To throw is Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and they'll bring up fourth down.
No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards there for number 15.
First down, Bills.
Now a handoff for Corum. They'll get this down to the 48.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Throwing, Bridgewater. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. He'll run for it. It's Corum. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Bills first down.
Again, it's Corum. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. That's caught. It's Coleman. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Bridgewater now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now Bridgewater. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
A 46-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
A beautiful fake. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun is Hicks. Over the middle, complete. It's Harvey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
14 more yards. That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. And
here's Nix. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So the Bills now down by 8, 2:13 remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now 2nd and 4. Bridgewater to throw it.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired. Well, he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still, some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure rip.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Here we go. This is fourth down.
Here's Bridgewater. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee.
So no shortage of offense in this.